couple years ago, I decided to get top 1000 in every single Koopa freerunning race. But as I was going through the global leaderboards, I realized that I wasn't top 1000 in everything. I was forgetting about the mini-games. These include the boundable snowline, boundable iceburn circuit, RC car, jump rope, and volleyball. I didn't end up doing jump rope and volleyball because people just glitch and hack their scores, so it honestly wasn't worth it. And I'm already pretty content with my jump rope score, just look at it. So that left me with 3 minigames, and I decided to start off with the most interesting one, boundable snowline. The first thing I decided to do was to watch the world record, which was a 37.29. It was absolutely insane. Okay, he does a little skip. Okay, he does a skip. He's honestly not like... It's just a skip that we might have to take a minute to learn. He's kind of just moving along. It doesn't seem too bad. What? What? What the heck? What even is that? So this world record was kind of crazy, and some of these strats looked pretty difficult. Luckily though, I had some people in my chat who were currently top 1000, and they gave me some advice. We don't actually need to do this little skip here at the beginning, as it really doesn't save much time. And also, there's an easier but slightly slower version of the last lap skip that we could do as well. With that knowledge, I decided to first learn the last lap skip, and here's how that went. Go like here and then like back. 1, 2, 3, and like out here. And puts you back. And I didn't finish the race. What did I do wrong, chat? What did I do wrong? So you go like forward. How far? Like that far back? And like this. And just like that. And then it should work. Oh! 51! Come on. Let's check out the leaderboard. We're probably already like top 10,000. Just for that terrible attempt in doing the skip. We hopped up like 128,000 places for that. So while learning the skip, I managed to get a 51.36 and place myself at top 2,400 in the world. While still trying to learn the strat, I managed to shave off another second and got a 50.57. New PB already. Now that I was decent at the skip, I decided to learn the actual correct movement, because I'd just been trying to go fast without actually knowing where and where not to bound. So I went back and watched some of the runs to learn the proper movement. I didn't think it would be that hard, but the boundable dude is actually like really annoying to control, so learning this movement was actually rather difficult. But I improved my record little by little. I managed to get a 47.98, but then a little later I got a huge record of 47.69, and now I think it was time to go check the leaderboards. Let's see, at least 1.5, okay. Yeah, we're getting better. Oh, wait, I'm beating Sam. I'm beating myself. Yeah, who else? Matt, we gotta beat Matt. Yeah, dude, Matt is, why is Matt beats me in everything, dude? Why is he so good at everything? Now, I was top 1,500 in the world, and my next goal was to beat Matt. Sure, he could beat me in Wii Sports sword fighting, but I wouldn't let him beat me in this. With my drive for revenge, I was able to get a 45.65, and I bested him. Is that a PB? 45.65. Come on. We're beating Matt. We finally beat Matt. I haven't beat him in sword fighting, but we can. Top 1,000 too. Let's go. We did it. That did not take that long to get top 1,000. That took like 30 minutes. So yeah, we got top 1,000 and it only took me about 30 minutes. So I knew I could keep improving my time, so that's what I did. But now that I had a decent time, it was getting a bit more difficult to improve. But after a little while, I got a 45.60, which was very little time save. But a bit later, I had an even better run going, and I got a 45.02. And this put me at 775 on the leaderboards. After a lot more grinding, I got another insane personal best. This time was really good at a 43.54, nearly 2 seconds of time save. Let's see where I'm at on the leaderboards now. Does that put us 416? We're cooking. We're beating all these people now. We're beating Matt again. Matt makes his way, but he can't stop us. He can't stop us. This run was so good, even Matt himself couldn't stop me. But I wanted to improve a little more, and I went back to the grind. But this time, it took me nearly an hour to get a better time, and this was my final run. So let's watch it. New PB! Come on. Let's see where that puts me at. That should be top 300. Top 300. We're beating Nisho speed. I was very happy with top 350 in the world, so I decided to move on to the next minigame. I could either do the RC car race or the bound bowl. I decided to do the bound bowl while I was already in the bound bowl mood. Make sure to stick around for the RC car challenge because that was the worst thing I've ever done in this game. This bound bowl race was a lot different from the other because it was just so long. The world record for this race is 1:20.68, which is around 40 seconds longer than the other race. The first thing that I needed to learn were these two skips. You can go in the snow and skip small portions of the race. The hard thing about these skips though is that if you try to cut too close, you can mess it up and the game will respawn you and you have to restart the run. These skips were really annoying to learn and I never really got that good at them, but at least it was the same for all 3 laps of the race. After a while of trying to get the skips consecutively, I finally got my first new record of 1:45.12. After getting more comfortable with the skips, I was able to improve my movement, which greatly helped improve my time. A short bit later, I was able to get a huge record of 1:40.35, saving off 5 seconds. That's another PB for that. We're cooking now. We're learning quick. Let's see, we're probably like top 5,000 now or something already. We're already top 1.6k. What the heck? After this, I was already almost top 1,000, so things were looking very good for me. It would just take a little bit more grinding. A little bit later, I got a 139.59, which put me at top 1,400, which still wasn't quite good enough. Then I ended up getting a much better time of 1:37.31. This was good, but wasn't good enough to get top 1,000. It is 9:18. We top 1,000. Let's go. That run honestly was not that good, so I decided to try to improve my time by at least a couple seconds. And after a little while, I had my best run yet, a 1:35.45. Let's go. There we go. We take that. This was a decent time, and I was able to place me as top 665 in the world. Now it was time for possibly the worst top 1,000 I've ever done, the RC car challenge. This stupid little minigame was the dumbest thing I've ever done. But first, let's watch the world record. He just drives good. I don't know how else to say it. He just takes, like, how am I? So yeah, there's literally not a single skip in this one, so you just have to drive and try your best to be fast. That's pretty much honestly all there is to it. The problem I have with this challenge is that the little car is just so awkward to control and it took forever to get used to this thing. Also, we have to go tight around the corners, which is really difficult because you just can't even control the car. Although I didn't like the car, I was still hopeful that it wouldn't take me forever. Boy, was I wrong. After about 5 minutes, I was already able to get a 23.26, which honestly wasn't too bad, and it put me at top 13k. And because I got this time so quickly, I thought top 1000 wouldn't be a problem at all. Shortly after, I backed this up by getting a 23.13, bumping me to top 9,000. And then a little later, I got a 23.08, which put me at top 8,000. And then a little bit later, I got a 22.95. And you know I had to celebrate with my boy over here. But after looking at the leaderboards, we had already made it to top 5,000. But from here, progress would come to a halt. If you look at my previous records, they were all only around a 1/10 of a second of time saved, so it was getting much harder to beat my times. And this is where I realized this challenge might just suck. I was getting so bored of this stupid RC car that I decided to do some push-ups. Why am I dying after 10 push-ups? I need to get back in the gym. And after about 30 more minutes, I got a 22.87. Oh! New record. And with that, I was top 4,000. Which was still quite a ways away. And I was already struggling so much to improve, so I think you guys can see now why it was so bad. I did, however, manage to get lucky and got a 22.67 about 10 minutes later. Ooh. Ooh. This was really good, but was it good enough? No, it wasn't even close. Back to the minigame we went. This time, it took me around an hour before seeing any progress, and we improved my time by 0.08 seconds, getting a 22.61. That was a PB? Surely this time would be good enough, right? Please, 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 please. Please. It's not. It's not. I gotta use the restroom. Oh. After this, all my hopes and dreams were crushed, but after a quick restroom break, I went back at it. This minigame by far was the hardest to get top 1,000 in, and I'm not exactly sure why, but I have a theory. This is the only minigame where there are no skips or anything special involved. It's just pretty much skill and grit. So I think a lot of people who don't actively speedrun the game and just casually play it decided to grind this minigame to see how good they could get on the leaderboards, which is why I think this one was so difficult. Even with everyone praying on my downfall, just kidding, no one was praying on my downfall, but even with how boring this minigame was, almost an hour later, I had another opportunity present itself. Come on. Oh. Is it enough though? Please. 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 If it's not, I'm gonna. Please. Alright, the moment of truth. Yeah! We probably did it by like 0.02 seconds. But we did it nonetheless. Oh my gosh. We finally did it. By not even the 20th of a second, we pulled off the impossible.